Could we power the United States with wind power? Well, here is some data from NREL. All of you know about this. This is the Saudi Arabia of wind. And 4 states, let me go ahead and I'll back off just a second. North Dakota, Texas, Kansas, and South Dakota, in that order, have enough wind potential to provide the entire electrical budget of the United States. Now, that doesn't mean we can move electrons to either coast easily, but that's something about the potential. As the technology has developed, we can harvest wind at slower and slower speeds. And so, could we power the United States by wind power? This is a wind field near Bowling Green, Ohio, where, not far from where I live. This was thought to be a marginal investment. It's turned out to be actually a very good investment. So the utility in this case, AMP Ohio, is expanding this wind field and developing a second wind field nearby. The numbers here are from the Apollo project, but imagine aiming to create 3 million jobs and generate trillions of dollars of revenue. Imagine manufacturing wind equipment in the United States. One of the most successful businesses now in Cleveland, Ohio, an old Rust Belt city, is the manufacturing of these 2 or 3 ton gearboxes that sit on top of the wind turbines, these boxes right here. But imagine not buying wind machines from Denmark, but making them in the United States as we once did. The issue here is not just an economic issue. It really is not economics at all. The economics are persuasive. It isn't a technical issue. Do we have the capacity to power the country by sunlight and wind and efficiency? And the answer is overwhelmingly yes, we do. What we lack is the political commitment to do it. Is the public for this? Well, look at the numbers here. Invest in solar and wind, 91% support. And this is data from 2002, so this is older, but mandate, not market development, but actually mandate efficient appliances, 87%, buildings, 86%, cars, 85%. This is a New York Times poll from last spring. And again, you see the support is dramatic. Are we changing climate? 84% yes. Then look down here at the bottom item. The environment will be worse for our children. 57% say yes. How sad can that be? But we cannot reconcile or be reconciled with that. We've got to stop that and begin to change this. Is public opinion for us? This is a study came from Yale. Again, this is a 75% level, but if you'll notice a whole variety of areas, there is a constituency emerging for doing something a whole lot smarter than we have been doing. And then finally, in terms of poll data, this is a BBC UN poll from data from 21 countries and showing that large majorities, even in the United States, are ready to sacrifice, ready to be, but nobody's thought yet to ask people to sacrifice in order to build this different economy and avoid the worst of what could happen. Are we fated to suffer the heat death of the planet? And the answer, my friends, is just overwhelmingly no, we're not. This is a choice we make by default or otherwise.